Hi, we're going to be talking about some reworks to the UI of the tab of the crew in the cargo area, as well as some changes to how the cargo of the systems would look like. So let's get into that. So what I've done right now here is a summary. I've firstly, actually let's look at the update video comments first. So icons are good. We've done the modularity. Well, we have some methods for the level right now, which I'm going to be showing you later. And everything seems fine after that. Now, let's move on to the actual stuff. So, two text sizes. So what we want is a title font size as well as a font size for normal regular text. So what I did is that I went ahead and checked all the UI and made sure that they have one of either title or regular text. So I'm gonna say though they're not 100% accurate since they're mostly based on scaling rather than actual font size. But they're pretty close to each other. And since this is just for the UI, the actual implementation is going to be an Unreal Engine. So as long as they're close, they can already give the purpose of the UI. So I went ahead and checked for all of them here, all of the working components. Next is the same size for all components. It should be elements instead. Why do I say elements? Because we want the same size for these, the system boxes, the item boxes. They should all be the same size. So as you can see, most of them have been done that way, even the weapon slots. The only issue right now is what I have for the reward screens. Though the font are in title size, I'm not sure what the size for the actual reward should be. Should they be as big as their counterparts, or should they be bigger because so that the player can see them easier? So they look like this in the actual scene. Yeah. So now I'm thinking, should they be as small as this? Should this be as small as this? You know, that's my question. But everything else is good. Next up is system and perk icon for type and level. So what does this mean? This means that we want to implement a system where to show a level of a system, we put it is based on the number of stars. So for the systems, what I've done is that I put it on top here. Why on top? Because that's the same way TFT did it, as well as Fallout. It's up there. And if you look at TFT, it's also at the top of the card. So I went ahead and did that for the systems. Now you can notice an additional logo here, because what we also talked about is being able to identify types of weapons. And in our case right now, there's an energy weapon which only consumes energy, and there's a ammunition weapon which consumes energy and ammunition. So for now, since we only have the laser here as our example, I put an icon here indicating that it is an energy weapon. Let's see. I should also do that, the leveling system for the perks. So hold on, give me a second, I'll do that. So there, as you can see, the perks now have stars in them, indicating what level they are in the unlock. So let's say in the noble you have inactive, which is 0 out of 4. Then you reach 1 star if you get 2 over 4, or rather you reach the 2 over 2. And here you get 0 stars if none, 1 star if 1 over 1 over 2, another star if you get 2 over 3, and then you get your 3rd star when you get 3 over 3, like this, because this is the maximum. So that's just an example of how the star works. And you might notice why I couldn't put it above like the systems. Well, that's because we're kind of saving space here, and if I go any more than this, then it would go over the screen, since we're following text sizing and different kinds of sizing that are fixed. But yeah, that's for the perks. If I just show you the actual thing, here we go, for the other. Now, what's next? I'm gonna show you. Next is reworking the character UI, the tab for the cargo. Now, I really had to save space here, because as you can see, when you get to the crew tab, you want to show 9 of the crew members while keeping it readable and having all the information. So what is the information? Let's zoom into one of them. So you have your role, you have the name of the person, you have the health bar, you have 3 item slots, you have this is the origin, a noble. These are since we can have more than one classes. So this is the basic information you need to know about them. I kind of got the idea from TFT, where it's, as you can see, there is icons for them, and they may have the name for the class and origin, but we're saving space, so I couldn't really add it for readability as well. So you have 9 of them, 3, 6, 9, which is the maximum, the limit. They can all fit in the screen. You have the character portrait, you have the slots, and the format I kind of copied or followed is the one we have for the main UI, which I'll show you. This one. You kind of have the person, name, health bar, and then I have to readjust the other elements. But essentially, this is what you have. Now I'm not sure if I should put the profession above here or below, but I kind of went for above. I think it's less confusing, but in the end, we just needed to put it. And yeah, this also follows regular text sizing. Then below here you have the active perks, and then your item cargo, which you can then just drag into the person's slot who needs them. And yes, that should be for the character tab. Let's see. Everything was followed. And yeah, that should be what I've done for today. And for my next steps, I'm gonna be looking for some possible artists that can help us out with this. some that has worked the fan art for Fallout. Sorry, let me type that again. Art. Yeah, and then have the other elements of the UI. See if I can start with the shop, even though we don't know how it'll work. Maybe I can try. But yeah, ultimately I'm gonna be working on the UI and other things as well. That should be it for my update video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.